Hello and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis, live here in Guyton, Georgia. It is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. We are live on 12 on Sports via YouTube and X. Reminder to subscribe to the 12 on Sports YouTube channel for other great shows and live sports. On today's awesome show, we're going to get into my reaction to the All-NLL teams. Remember last week when the awards were announced and we kind of ran out of time to do this, but we're going to do it now. What are the chances the 2025-26 Roughnecks are contenders? And of course, who has been the NLL Finals MVP so far? We want to first let you know this show is presented by the ticketing platform at 12onsports.com. Head over to 12ozsports.com and click the tickets tab, and there you can search for your favorite sports team, not just the NLL, and even all your favorite music artist concerts, not to mention Broadway and theater. The ticketing platform at 12onsports.com/tickets has got you covered with the best prices in ticketing. Reminder, 12ozsports.com/tickets or 12onsports.com. Click the tickets tab. I mean, you're welcome for helping you save money. Okay. Remember last week when the NLL announced their award winners? I ranted about Frank Scigliano winning goaltender of the year. That was the big one. MVP went to Connor Fields, etc. Rookie of the year went to Dyson Williams. Well, thankfully for you, I have not insight, but just to explain to people how these things are named or voted on. And here's the deal, folks. We know that Dyson Williams won Rookie of the Year. Obviously, Dyson was going to be on this graphic by default, so all rookie team, Dyson Williams, doesn't matter. It does matter. I'm saying it's par for the course here. Mike Robinson, glad that he's on there. Brandon O'Neill, Trent DeChico had a sneaky good year. Will Johansson and Adam Patra. I like that list. I'm not frustrated. I know that face-offs don't matter to a lot of people, and I don't know a scenario where Jake Nasa would be on this graphic, but I do want to give an honorable mention here to Jake Nasa. But this is obviously a very good list. Good that Will Johansson got his praise finally, because he was not a finalist for Rookie of the Year. That was a little bit surprising. Again, you see the top three rookies that were on there: Adam Patra, Brandon O'Neill, Dyson Williams. Those guys were obviously going to be on the list. The other three were the ones we were looking forward to. So Mike Robinson, like I said, happy that he gets his praise. Will Johansson, then the last guy you were going to plug whoever. It's obviously Trent DeChico's not a bad pick there. Now, I do want to get to the first team All-NLL first. And here's why. Just for the record, from what I have heard / from what I understand, the players on this list are pretty much going to be your award winners, followed by the guys who finished runners-up, okay? So Connor Fields won MVP, he's on there. Dane Smith, Offensive Player of the Year, he's on there. Matt Hossack, Defensive Player of the Year, he's on there. Frank Scigliano, Goaltender of the Year, etc. like that. Owen Grant, Transition Player of the Year. And Ryan Dilks, because Ryan Dilks is on there, right? The second team is where you're going to find out where else the votes landed. So you have guys like Mitch DeSnew, who was actually on two different teams. Remember, he was with the Rock and the Wings. So it is very cool to see Mitch DeSnew make it on this vote. Jeff Teat for Offensive Player of the Year was obviously in contention for that, and I do like that he made second team. Josh Byrne, a guy who I believe interchangeable with Dane Smith for MVP. We're going to go that route. Graham Hossack, who I'm not a fan of this because I felt like Graham Hossack was not one of the best defenders in the league. He always is, but it's kind of like best player in the world. It's like that's not what we're going for right here. We're going for who had the best year. I didn't feel like Graham Hossack necessarily fit that mold. I thought you could have put like guys like Mike Messenger up there or somebody like that. Ryan Tarafinko obviously was a favorite for Transition Player of the Year. Matt Vince getting goalie again. If from my understanding from a year or two ago is correct, this means that I believe, and again I'm like 90% sure on this, Frank Scigliano was voted first, Matt Vince was voted second. That's what it seems like to me. I forgot who the third goalie finalist was, but this brings me back to, I don't want to harp more on the Frank Scigliano thing. I just want to say that for the voters out there, your argument for Frank Scigliano is everything for Matt Vince. Like, that's what I'm confused with these voters, and people are going to look like call me a hater and say I don't know what I'm talking about. Guys, I understand that I understand that, stats are not going to tell a story, but for me, it's like Matt Vince had more wins. Matt Vince had the played more games. So I was like, why was he not above Scigliano? Like, that was my, like, for me, like, if I'm voting for goaltender of the year, I'm just trying to, again, I'm trying to react to the all league teams, but this came up because it's like, now we know Matt Vince was second place. And my thing is, why is Matt Vince below Scigliano? Because every argument you make for Scigliano is only going to put Matt Vince above him. That was my issue with Scigliano winning it anyways, because it didn't make any sense. If we're not going to go Dylan Ward or Zach Higgins or somebody like that, or Nick Rose, he was the third one. He was the third finalist. Why is Matt Vince below Scigliano? You see what I'm saying? Like, again, every argument you make about great defense, goals against average, etc., it literally works in the favor of Matt Vince over Scigliano. So I would have been less mad if Matt Vince won goaltender of the year, because it's like, okay, I see where they were going with this. But you can't in one breath say Frank Scigliano's goaltender of the year and then put Matt Vince second, because it means your criteria is pretty much the same across the board, which means Matt Vince was better. Like, I don't get how these voters I don't think they understand what they're talking about. I mean, it's unfortunate. Again, shout out to these all league guys, but it's very unfortunate that Frank Scigliano got the nod for goaltender of the year. And again, if Matt Vince was second, why is he second place? He literally played more games, had more wins. What is the difference? It makes no sense to me. But that's the all league teams again. Graham Hossack, not a fan of that one. I'm okay with the forwards who made it. Dane, Josh, Jeff Teat, and Connor Fields. Like those, yeah, that's fine. But again, the Graham Hossack part of it was a little bit far-fetched in my opinion. Like I said, Matt Vince is second place in the goalie list. Means these voters are just I'm out of words to describe this stuff. I just don't get it. All right, so when we come back, just a little, again, all league teams were announced. And again, my understanding is the guys on the first team obviously won the awards, and the guys on the second team were like second place in the awards. So that, just for the record, that's what I've heard before. I believe that's how it works. All right, so when we come back to this awesome show, we're going to talk about the 2026 chances for the Calgary Roughnecks. And stay tuned for my finals MVP so far. We're going to give you my top three. Don't go anywhere. I know you won't. You're watching Daily Dive.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12-Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12-Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ozsports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with Dust Pod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Daily Dive, the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I'm your host, Michael Carvelis, here in Guyton, Georgia. It is Tuesday, May 20th, 2025. The time is currently 4:12 on the East Coast. Let's get to some comments that we have. Let me try this real quick. No, I lied. Okay, so we're going to do this right here. Hunter Smith said, "What's up, pigeons?" He talked about Nick Rose. He says Jake Naso should have been on there and Justin Anasio. Hunter's a face-off guy. Anasio had a good year. Was he rookie? Was Anasio a rookie? No, Anasio was not a rookie, so he couldn't make that list. I was making sure of that. Matt Vince has the best mask in the league. Dylan Ward has the worst. Kai the goalie says, just give goaltender of the year to whoever wins game 3. Problem solved. I mean, I get it. Hunter Smith is why George Terrace not on the list. I didn't think Rosa Terrace, in my opinion, was like, he had a historic year for the Wings, but I didn't think he had a historic year for the league. And I feel like I like him being below Josh Byrne, Dane Smith, Connor Fields, and Jeff Teets. Kai the goalie says Brett Dobson has the best mask. Listen, pal, we got to talk about his whatever. Face-offs matter. If you don't believe it, you're wrong. No, I agree with. Of course they do. Kai the goalie, yes, I'm a face-offs matter kind of guy, especially momentum shifting face-offs too. All right, kids, if you're watching, don't listen to this, but there is a way to bet on sports wherever you are, including college lacrosse. And I don't know if they have PLL. I didn't check that, but I know they have college lacrosse. Go to mybookie.ag, enter the promo code DAILYLAX. That's DAILYLAX, all caps, no spaces, on mybookie.ag for deposit bonus. Again, sorry for the people who are in the comments that are not able to do that at all. All right. Let's talk about the Calgary Roughnecks, speaking of Justin Anasio, in the good year of 2026. Now, of course, this year, they finished 10-8 and lost, of course, in the playoff round to the Halifax Thunderbirds. It wasn't even close. 16-12 does not even do that game justice. And it was, I'll be honest, I was shocked at how their season went. I was even more shocked at how they did in the playoffs, because all year long, remember, I was the one who said they were going to finish 3-15. That was my prediction for them. Little did we know that Cam McLeod was going to do pretty serviceable. I mean, it wasn't great or even good, but Cam McLeod put them in position to win some of these games. And then they trade away guys and got Nick Rose, for crying out loud. They still have Colby Bowman, who was a rookie, who had an 85% save percentage. I'm just saying. So the consensus is next year they don't have Nick Rose. Okay. So all year long, I thought this team was not very good. Then I started to buy into them, and then the Thunderbirds smacked them around the playoffs. That was just a little bit odd to me. I was like, man, that was so much for nothing, right? Another Nick Rose playoff, I don't want to say failure, but another Nick Rose, just wow, nothing happened on a Nick Rose team that was pretty good. And how far they may have gotten, we don't know. But here's the thing. Next season, this team is, folks, may not be very good. Tyler Pace, I don't know if he's leaving, but from what he said on morning shoot around, it seems like he's not closed-minded to the idea of leaving and going to Vancouver. We know that he's got the performance center in Vancouver, so I believe like he works over there or something like that. We know Dane Doby, I mean, as great of a year as he had, is he going to hang him up? Curtis Dixon, a little bit younger, but come on now, not a spring chicken. You've got a guy like Braden Maye and Jesse King, Tanner Cook, some decent guys, but so many guys might leave in free agency. That's a big deal. Again, I don't mind the idea of having Cam McLeod or Colby Bowman. Here's the thing. If Nick Rose, let's assume he does leave and goes back to Toronto, I have reported, and Adam Levy backed me up on this, Aiden Walsh is the future considerations, because remember, this team did not have Del Bianco all year, got him traded, they got future considerations. I don't know when the team is or the league is going to announce who those future considerations are. I'm telling you who they are. It's Aiden Walsh. As bad as I think they may be next year, they'll still be competitive because of the fact that Aiden Walsh, to me, had a very good year in Vancouver. Now, is that going to translate like across teams? We know that Kurt Malowski's defense is well coached, and they've got some horses over there. The question is, can Aiden Walsh perform the same with the Roughnecks? And I don't know the answer to that. I would like to think he would, because again, Aiden Walsh I thought was pretty good this year. Tanner Smith said he can confirm Tyler Pace is leaving. That is amazing. I'm not buying that. But no, I just feel like the goaltending, if Aiden Walsh is there next year, well, when he's there next year, if he has the starting job over at Cam McLeod or even a Colby Bowman, I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on Colby Bowman yet. I'm wondering, can this team be competitive and steal some games that they're not supposed to win? Again, who's going to be there next year? I don't know. Again, you got older versions of Curtis Dixon and Dane Doby if they come back. You've got Ignacio, but you got guys like there's blossoming young guys on that team that need to flourish. And are they going to want to stay behind Curtis Dixon and Dane Doby another year? Like, yeah, they can stay on the surface. We love you guys. We respect you, whatever. But it's time to blossom. And I thought Josh Sanderson was a sneaky pick for Coach of the Year. Didn't come near my list, but I thought he, from what he was given, did a great job. And so we'll have to see how they look. But again, Calgary is either going to be really, really decent or really not great. I think their ceiling is about, like, the absolute ceiling might be 10-8 again, but like maybe 11-7 if they play around with their food. But this team could also be the 3-15 I thought they would be this year. So we just don't know. More comments coming in. Let's see here. MJG79 says, if I was Walsh, I'd leave Calgary if he gets an offer. I mean, yeah, but I mean, how does that work with, like, if you're traded to a team, how long do you have to wait for that to be a thing? And again, I keep telling people, don't sleep on Colby Bowman. Colby Bowman this year played just 43 minutes, but saved 23 of 27 shots. It's not bad, Colby. Just for the record, he's 22 years old. That's insane. British Columbia guy, too. Alrighty, folks, when we come back, again, Calgary's not going to be that good next year, I don't feel like, but I thought that this year, too. When we come back, we're going to talk about the finals MVP. Who is it so far? I'll get my top three on the other side. You're watching Daily Dive. Don't go anywhere. We'll wrap it up next.
Don't go anywhere. Daily Dive will be right back.
You need tickets to that next event? We've got them. That's right, tickets.12ozsports.com. Get you to any sporting event, concert, theater event that you can think of. And the promo code 12OZ or ROME gets you an additional discount. Don't feed the massive ticket corporate machine. Go to tickets.12ozsports.com and enjoy the show. America, get back on track with Dust Pods Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, Dust Pods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DUST-PODS or visit dustpods.com today.
Daily Dive is back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Daily Dive. Again, we are live on 12 on Sports via YouTube and Twitter/X. Be sure to subscribe to the 12 on Sports YouTube channel for other great shows in live sports. Reminder, if you want to experience the action live for less, go to 12onsports.com, click the tickets tab, or 12ozsports.com/tickets. We appreciate all of your supports. Alrighty, we know the finals has been going on, and I did not make a graphic for this because I didn't need one, I don't know. So here's the thing. I obviously considered the goalies for this. I'm doing my finals MVP right now through 2 games. It is crazy to me that Saskatchewan could have swept the series by now had they finished the job in Game 1. But we're going to a Game 3 in Buffalo Saturday, 4:30. Cannot wait for that. But here's the deal. Who has been the best player in the finals so far? For me, number 3 would be Ian McKay. Ian McKay has had a really awesome playoffs. 15 goals this playoffs. He had 13 his entire career leading up. So that to me is a really big deal. Ian McKay might be the talk of the town right now. But again, is he the best player on his team right now? We'll stand by for that. But again, Ian McKay has been nothing short of spectacular. I would not be mad if he won Finals MVP if Buffalo pulls this off. But for me, he's number 3. Number 2 is Austin Shanks, who continues his red-hot starts and his red-hot playoffs overall. Austin Shanks has been the guy that needed to step up, and Robert Church has not scored a goal in this finals so far. For all we know, Robert Church may drop a sock trick in Game 3. But I believe Austin Shanks has been the Rush's finals MVP so far. And number 1 for me would go to Dane Smith. See, I do give credit to Dane on the show, as I have for years now. Dane Smith, in Game 1, took over the third quarter. It turned out to be the difference in the game. In Game 2, when the Bandits were down 3-0, Dane Smith, I believe, scored 2 of the next 3 goals for Buffalo. Dane Smith has scored timely goals, still passing at an elite pace, and Josh Byrne has not been that effective so far. I know, again, the talk of the town right now in the playoffs has been Ian McKay. But to me, the timeliness of the goals by Dane Smith has been key for this Buffalo Bandits team. Again, if he does not go off in Game 1, we're looking at the Rush winning on their home floor in Game 2, and we're not even having another weekend of finals right now. Thankfully, we are. And Dane Smith did do that. Again, I made a tweet saying that he tricked us all year long. He had 32 goals. And then coming into the finals, here we go. It's really incredible what Dane Smith has done. Again, Dane Smith, number 1. Number 2 would be Austin Shanks for me. Number 3 would be Ian McKay. For those wondering, I also have Jake Boudreau, Frank Scigliano, and Matt Vince as my 6 that I'm looking at right now. But again, so if you're wondering who the other position player would be Jake Boudreau. But obviously, you're always going to have the 2 goalies in there. But I believe Dane, Austin Shanks, and Ian McKay have been the best 3 players so far. And that could change. That very much could change this weekend on Saturday. We'll have to see how it goes, but that's that. All right, folks, let me know who you think is going to win Game 3. I'll probably put a poll on Twitter because I'm telling you what, I have said Buffalo for the longest time. Saskatchewan is starting to make me believe, and what they've done to Buffalo to start these games, if they do that again in Game 3, Bandits are not going to three-peat. I don't see the Bandits. They can't keep coming back from these deficits. They've shown the ability to do so thus far, but to me, it's like Buffalo's not been focused, or at least not been great to start these games. Saskatchewan has kept on running the floor over and over again to start these games, and has put Buffalo behind the 8 ball more than they'd like to be. So remember the success in transition. But again, who do you think wins Game 3? Who has been your finals MVP so far? Alrighty, folks, some more comments before we leave here. Hunter Smith says he thinks Game 3 will end in overtime with Buffalo winning, but Sask goes on a back-to-back run and win them in the next 2 years. Shanks is the best, Hunter Smith says. And I'm not a WLA guy yet, but we'll see. We'll see. There you go. All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning into this show. Reminder to go to Daily Dive LEX on social media via Instagram or Twitter and check out the updates for our show. You can also go to the link tree in our social media bios and find our shop, or go directly there at dailydivelux.creator-spring.com as you see it scroll across the screen right about now. Thank you so much for tuning into this show. We will see you tomorrow on Hump Day for another great edition. Remember, next Friday is the last day of this show for Season 3, and we cannot wait to show you what's in store for next season and during the summer. But for now, enjoy your day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. This has been a presentation of 12 on Sports and Daily Dive. Have a great day. Bye.
Thanks for watching Daily Dive. See you next time.